Well, Marcus Rashford has gone ahead to sign a 5-year contract with Man United, and he has gone ahead to say lots of things, and I'm going to bring you what he's gone ahead to say after putting pen to paper onto his contract. Remember, yesterday we brought you a story confirming that Rashford had signed his contract yesterday, and we know that no sooner the player puts pen onto his contract than he's unveiled as a player for that particular club. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? How are you? This is Rokan David. You can as well call me Aradi. Follow me on Twitter at Rokan Media Football. That's where you can get more stories that don't surface onto this channel, and that Twitter is really diverse. It brings you stories of other channels too. So let's see close to 300 likes. Smash on this video and continue to subscribe so that we hit how many subscribers? We hit how many subscribers? We hit 15,000 subscribers before the end of this year, before the end of this month. And today we've gotten a huge shocker coming in from what is it called? Coming in through from the website of Man United, that they've gone ahead to sign John Evans, and they have signed a short-term contract with the club of Manchester United. And wait and see how that's going to pan out. We're going to reveal you exactly what that contract is all about, and Malacia injury blow as we see it coming, and we want to see what that means to the club of Manchester United. Now let's start off with Marcus Rashford penning paper to a 5-year contract. United have gone ahead to announce it, and this is what Marcus Rashford had to say after putting pen to paper. He said, "I joined Manchester United as a 7-year-old boy with a dream, the same passion, pride, and determination to succeed still drives me every time I have the honor of wearing the shirt." But before I bring you exactly what Marcus Rashford said, let me first read to you the article that the website put up. Marcus Rashford signs new contract. Marcus Rashford has signed a new contract that will extend his stay with Manchester United until 30th June 2028. The Warthwenshaw-born academy graduate has made 359 appearances and scored 123 goals for the club since making his debut in 2016. He capped off a fantastic 2022-2023 season in which he scored 30 goals by winning the Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year and Players Player of the Year awards. Marcus Rashford said the following. Now, he said that I've already had some amazing experiences at this incredible club, but there is still a lot more to achieve, and I remain relentlessly determined to win more trophies in the years ahead. That is Marcus Rashford. So winning trophies obviously is what is going to hit to do at Man United, winning the FA Cup, Carabao Cup twice, UEFA Europa League, and playing into UEFA Europa League finale that we never won in 2020, I think. 2020, 2021, I think. Now, Rashford has continued and said, "As a United fan all my life, I know the responsibility that comes with representing this badge and feel the highs and lows as much as anyone. I can assure you that I will give everything to help the team reach the level we are capable of, and I can feel the same determination in the dressing room of Manchester United." Hinting about the dressing room of Man United, it is one of those things that have gone ahead to bob heads of many at Man United, because we never saw this really coming to pass, because all of the time we always had leaks coming in from the dressing room. And guess what? Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to rectify that problem. He has obviously aligned the dressing room with his disciplinary conduct. All disciplinary conduct has gone ahead to put up the club, and everyone is happy with what is happening at the club of Manchester United. So as it stands, it's Marcus Rashford putting pen to paper, and he is really talking about the determination that's going to have to feel in the dressing room that is going to take us to where we've never been. And I did a story yesterday, and I told you that if you're a person who obviously know what history is all about, Sir Alex Ferguson was so much drained by the coming of Jose Mourinho, and it took him 3 years to obviously win his first Premier League trophy. But he built that team. He built that team and brought in the required players. You know, Ronaldo, Nani, Rooney, Anderson, Tevez, Babatov, Michael Carrick, Nemanja Vidic, Patrice Evra, the Brazilian twins, right? He brought in very many players that really complemented that team very well, and so as reach the levels. Park Jin-sung was there. So just to mention but a few. But that team was really elite, and it gave us the best of success that we deserve as Man United. So I think the dressing room is so much important as far as this is concerned, because I think it was on Sunday, Erik ten Hag just relieved Harry Maguire of his captain duties, and everything remained the same at the club of Manchester United. Now, after Marcus Rashford saying that, John Mata, football director of Man United, said Rashford is a brilliant talent, but also humble, dedicated and driven as he enters his prime years. We know there is still so much more to come from him, and we can see the hunger that Marcus feels to achieve the highest levels of success here at Manchester United. Obviously, he still has the anger to it that he really takes us to where we want to be. Ever since he joined our academy 18 years ago, Marcus Rashford has epitomized what it takes to succeed as Manchester United player, working with Erik ten Hag and his coaches. And his coaches is a perfect environment for Marcus to continue to develop into one of the attacking players in the world. And obviously, having put in 30 goals, obviously you need to keep your best players. And I saw Chelsea fans ranting that Manchester United have gone ahead to do what Chelsea failed to do. You have to keep players like Mason Mount, who are really homegrown. You have to do everything to convince them to stay. And they failed to convince Mason Mount, meaning that this is a big tick at Man United, because you have to keep these players that have been at the club of Man United through the academy years, break through into the first team, and obviously show their capabilities as far as their career is really concerned. And this has been what United has all been about, you know, with the likes of Paul Scholes, Ryan Giggs, Phil Neville, Nicky Butt, David Beckham. That was the class of 1999. Then we came in through and added the likes of which others really came through the academy and we have thrived. Ever since then, I think we've not had many ever since then, but we've obviously had those players like the Welbecks of this world, you know, this other guy who obviously used to take hard shots through the midfield. So we've had many of those, and this is what symbolizes what United is all about. So Marcus Rashford is going to be at Man United until 2028, 5 years deal, done and dusted. That is it. Now today we've got a story. It was Fabrizio Romano who really went ahead and obviously put it up, that unexpected news of the day, as John Evans has signed a short-term deal with Man United. This will enable Evans to take part into the upcoming preseason games. So a short-term contract has been signed by Johnny Evans, and the club of Man United came out and really said Evans in traveling squad for Edinburgh. They said experienced defender John Evans has signed a short-term deal to enable him to take part in Manchester United's upcoming preseason games in Edinburgh and San Diego. The academy graduate had been training with the under-21s whilst considering his options following his departure from Leicester City at the end of the last season. As part of the academy training program, he has also taken part in a number of first-team sessions and impressed Erik ten Hag and the coaching staff. Evans, who has been capped 102 times by Northern Ireland, will travel to Edinburgh as part of the group to face Lyon on Wednesday. So John Evans will join up with the academy group that will travel to San Diego, while the first-team squad are in New York. The centre-back played 198 games for the first team before departing the club in 2015, having won a Champions League, the Club World Cup, 3 Premier League titles, and 2 League Cups in there for you. So that is John Evans. And when I saw him arriving at the Carrington training ground like a week before, or 2 weeks back, this came to my mind. It crossed my mind. I really knew that there is something special about this guy, and I believe he's a very good defender. He's a very, very good defender. And here I come to obviously let everyone know that this is the guy that is better than Harry Maguire. And I think Erik ten Hag is ready to obviously have Johnny Evans, Rafael Varane, Johnny Evans, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez and Lindelof as his 4 central defenders, sell off Harry Maguire, use that amount of money to get in the players that he wants, because he knows that in January there might be a budget that can see him get other defenders. Because having Harry Maguire, who cannot obviously play who can't obviously meet what Ten Hag's demands are is really childish and stupid. That is it. So he has gone ahead to make that decision, and I'm backing this manager because he knows exactly what takes place at the training ground. And those who don't really rate what Ten Hag really feels at the training sessions, obviously you'll need to look what he's doing to a player that he knew from foot to toe. That is Donny van de Beek. He knew Donny van de Beek, but ever since he came in through, Donny van de Beek has not gotten a chance to obviously showcase himself or impose himself in that Erik Ten Hag team. So if at all a player like Johnny Evans that Ten Hag has never seen has gone ahead to impress him, then obviously United are really doing the needful, and the decision has gone ahead to make is right. Then Mila Collin is a football writer for the European football, that is at Mirror. He has said Johnny Evans' contract with Man United means the club have had at least one player managed by Sir Alex Ferguson at some stage during their career in the first team squad for 49 consecutive seasons. So it shows you that this guy has been really great at the club of Man United, and hence another player is coming in at the club of Manchester United. Then TalkSport, Manchester United are not ruling out anything after handing John Evans a short-term contract. United believe Evans can pass on valuable experience to the young players. And to me, it's not all about experience, because Varane can pass that too, he can pass that too, Lindelof can. But I think Ten Hag has looked at Johnny Evans and he saw him play for Leicester City, and he has gone ahead to see a player in him that can come in at Man United and obviously do more work than Harry Maguire. And the other factor is that it's the final nail in Harry Maguire's coffin. That is it. Ten Hag is telling Harry Maguire that I've gone ahead to sign a player who is in his early 30s. He has been playing for Leicester. He has been playing in the position that he used to play in, and he's better than you. That means you are a fifth choice centre back. You need to be out of the team. So that's what Erik Ten Hag is going to do. And I'm not going to be shocked if at all Ten Hag doesn't give Harry Maguire enough playing time while we are in America on the preseason, because he's showing him the exit door, that he should do the needful to accept offers that have gone ahead to be put onto the table to see to it that he really finds his way out of the club of Manchester United. Lastly, it's a very huge injury blow. Terrell Malacia ran out of the Man United preseason tour to the US through injury, meaning that he's really out through injury, and that might really offer Alvaro Fernandez a very huge chance to really thrive into these games, because even tomorrow he's going to be one of those starting into that team of Man United that is going to take on the Lions Hyde in Edinburgh, that in Scotland. So we wish him a quick recovery, Mr. Terrell Malacia, and may the Lord bless you abundantly and see you get back to where you deserve to be, because we anticipate that if he's out of the American tour, then he might be fresh to play either against Rennes or Atletico Bilbao. So your thoughts onto this are welcome in the comment section below. Marcus Rashford signing a new contract, 5 years, announced by Man United. What do you make about it? Malacia injury blow, you can tell me your thoughts about it. And John Evans signing short term with Man United. I sign out for now. Bye bye, and may the living true God bless you abundantly. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, may the living true God protect you abundantly. I'm out.